We will indeed. Well, I probably won't. But Counter-Strike is my church, and I'll at least be here.
But it's the third and final map as we get into what could be an explosive finish here. ViCi looking like they'll start on the CT side. Chiefs on the T. Pistol, that's going away. Chiefs could not get a pistol on that second map. Need to step that up. Looking like they were a little bit out of their depth on Inferno. What can they do here on Nuke? Both teams well versed in it. We're expecting a close, tight-knit game. Blitz with the Molotov, 2 flashes, no smokes. They've got no upgraded pistols either. We've got Julies for Advent. I want to see what those are heading. Presumably on top of the hut, I'd imagine. Looking to stop the rush if possible. We'll see if that rush comes through. Could be some Molotoving on hut, flashing an upper. That would be their approach. We'll see if that comes through. Actually focusing on ramp here, Matt. Tux lead the way. And they will be committing any second now. Blitz is going to be throwing the Molotov, as you can see on the roof right now. So that Molotov's gone in, flashes as well. He's suggesting his upper rush before they go to ramp.
ViCi. Down under, mate, already.
Well down under.
Trying to find this bloody Freeman guy. Well, they found him, and he's got... Oh, my God, damn, he's looking for the fourth. Couldn't get it. Tux gets him back, but man, oh, man, the damage done. Dooley's in the site. They killed one guy. They get 2 guns. Zoking's already got Tux back, and Blitz. It's going to have to be a Blitz. The first one. No refrag. Headshot potential on the stairs as well. He knows they're there. Oh, this is doable. That setup. They needed to challenge that, push him. Use strength and numbers, not give him headshot angles. He does not have the bomb. That is worthy of note with 47 seconds, and given that he's on 38 HP, he's still definitely at the disadvantage, but let's see what he comes up with.
Yeah, he's given himself a fighting chance here with the time remaining as well. The mind games begin. Can get down the vents. Remember, he has no access to the site directly for these vents, but he can get past the initial corridor he was stuck in before. So this has been an intelligent move. We'll see whether he can find the next kill. Spots him. That headshot had to be quick. Now time is really an issue. Still has to find a couple of players here. Good attempt, nice damage, but unable to win the round. It's all about Freeman there, Matt. The fact he gets down towards lower, 3 targets in front of him, stays completely calm there, and eviscerates them one by one. They had no chance there. It's the Julies that rotate in, and fair play to Blitz. He did what he could. He's been performing well in this game. Wasn't quite enough. Couldn't get the plant down. Here's the excellent replay of all the action. Offnu didn't see it coming, and this kill really did solidify their chances. Dexter goes down, and it's going to be a convincing pistol in the end for ViCi. 4 spy in the second, though, from Chiefs. CZs and Deagles. See if this is going to be enough for them. I don't know what the approach would be. Got 1 smoke and some CZs. Outside's going to be problematic, but they have at least got past the red box.
Down the low left side. Good hold from Kaze in behind red crate. Gets ViCi trying to swing back around. Bombs down on top of the site. They already spot out the last player. And they'll take care of business. 2-0.
Absolutely.
Good start, City side. This is the map I did not know what to expect.
Well, for now, we can expect a 3-0. You can see Chiefs looking a little bit flustered by this. Can't really do too much of this round. It is the CT side of the affair, but not really much in terms of positive outcomes so far from the Chiefs. Deagles, PT50. That's one of the Deagles removed. Kaze having a lot of fun outside of that org. Player does make it down the vents. No chance of them winning the round now, but can they get any sort of plant? Cause any sort of damage? The bomb's actually down towards outside, so probably not. PT50 at that range is ambitious, and now just Tux with a Glock, 24 HP. Hoping he can get some sort of a kill, but they know he's down there. They spotted him.
Yeah, he's the last alive and last to die again this round, so ViCi are going to find number 3. Numero 3.
Job done. ViCi now with 5 rifles, plenty of money to their name, and 3 rounds on the board. Not too troublesome just yet for Chiefs.
Chiefs is such an Australian name.
I know, right?
It's just like, that is it. That's the most Australian. I mean, it's short of being like Team Kangaroo or something.
Sure.
It's probably like the most Aussie name ever.
The Koalas.
Koalas.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
It's true. Maybe just poisonous animals.
Yeah.
In general. Snakes, spiders. Joking. That's poisonous. Through this open squeaky door. Finds Tux in the corner. So he won't be the last to die this time, that's for sure. He's the first. He's gone at 1:40. 10 seconds later, Jokin gets up on top of the hut, and he might look for more as well. They haven't really done much to gain any further ground on the Chiefs' side. They'll slow things down, smoke and play. So Jokin, I was going to say doesn't have a chance, but he does. He just gets a glimpse of Texta, and that's good enough to find a second.
Yeah, a little bit too easy for him. 2 opening frags. The round hasn't really begun here for Chiefs at all. They've got nothing. They're still in T-spawn. So, 2 players down. 3 rounds gone. How do they recover this? Maybe just a contact play towards upper seems to be the call. Not many other options. Let's get a rush in. This is absolutely diabolical. It's all gone wrong. They've got all this utility now. They just don't want to use it. They haven't flashed out. They haven't smoked. Sure, you've lost 2 players. It doesn't mean you just give the round up like that, running through the tightest choke point possible. Maybe go back towards that side. It's unlikely up against the North, considering they had a clean sweep before. But they ran out towards upper, making a lot of noise, and that crossfire shut them down. ViCi will bring at least a kill in their favor. 3 versus 1 now. 25 seconds remain. The Molotov and 2 flashes. And down he goes. It's going to be a round gathered by Orman at the very end. They keep 3 players alive. 4-0 now. Lost bonus at maximum for the Chiefs. That's enough for a bye this round. They're going to have 4K per player. Jokin showing us what he's made of towards that upper bomb side. 2 quick frags to kick things off. Pretty lackluster finish from Chiefs. Need to start posting some rounds now. Maybe a time for a bit of tactical pause here. We'll see if that's the case.
We go the distance in the series, at least, to get to a third. Orman's already in secret. That's definitely cut off Blitz. He was looking big garage instead. Watch Freeman, though. In front of the bomb that was already dropped and got the kill on Tux. That's why it was on the ground, and he's going to back off. Remember last time he faded away? The pistol rounds? Well, the efficiency this time, unfortunately, doesn't quite work out, but it was the same idea, and it gives Alman time to rotate.
Certainly does. 5-0 locked in at this stage. Texta and ViCi trying to get the bomb down, though. Could catch Orman on the timings. They certainly do. Some signs alive still. Oh, even more so now the M4 picked up. Looks like I spoke too soon. They've actually pulled this one right back. 2-on-2 now. ViCi, 2 smokes, and actually losing a bit of damage here as well. You can see the coach of Chiefs just trying to hold on to this round. It's very tense right now. It's the 3rd and final map. They did not get going on Inferno at all. Can they steal this round away? Texas seems to think so. He gets a great shot. Has he got enough left in the tank to get the final kill? Certainly has.
Man.
Great stuff.
Good peek at the silo. Good little position. I call those silo, but we have a silo outside. Put the nuclear cylindrical red and white object in the middle of the room. That's the call from now on.
You could just call it Twinkie outside still.
Twinkie, yeah, we used to call it that, and very North American call.
Yeah, maybe we'll bring it back.
Well, why not? But good position to be in that situation because you can actually control which side of the ramp you peek rather than them controlling you, as often is the case when they enter from there.
And that was a 4-on-2 match, so very well done to bring that situation where they've just got pistols. That's going to light the fire beneath them. Much better.
Well, it's important they win that as well, even though it was just pistols, because T-side, you're going to start to need rounds. Cause has already started this off.
Yeah, he got an AWP kill outside. Blitz tried to challenge him. Jokin's got a gap in that smoke as well.
I think it was actually lobby.
So did he open the door? Oh, he must have challenged from the lobby itself, and then
Yeah.
he killed him from garage or main entrance, I'd imagine.
Either way, fantastic from him, and he's inside of the secret stairs. Alman. He can hold with the AUG. So the split minimap, you can see secret stairs way down at the bottom on the left. That's where number 4 is. I hate referring to players as numbers, but in this case, that's Kaze, and that's just to give you an idea of where he's positioned, because that can be confusing. He's kind of in between both levels, but that's where it shows. And Alman's able to catch off anyone rotating toward the main entrance, so that means Kaze can back away. He's not going to make it. Oh, he nearly did. His only option was in the vent, and he had to be perfect with his movement, because down the stairs, he was caught.
He saw him just clip the edge of the vent slightly there. Have he been perfect? You're right, probably gets through. But still, 4-on-3 in their favor. Freeman defending. He's been fantastic so far, but not in this round. Gets the dink, but not quite the frag. And will be texted down to 8. Brings it back to another winnable situation. Bomb planted. That boosts their chances as well. Shocking holding the vents. Looking for any players taking control of that position. This shot is very important. Tux actually hits it, but he goes down to low HP himself. He will get away, but Joaquin's coming around the corner, gets both of them. 2 versus 1 now. ViCi waiting by the vent. He's got time on his side, but they are touching the bomb now. What's his play going to be? They can hear him coming. This is desperate. It looks like they've done enough, but maybe not. ViCi somehow saves the day. They knew exactly where he was. They had positional control, and somehow he gets...
I don't think Joaquin needed to play the open angle on that. Just stand in front of your teammate, be a meat shield, and challenge back.
Exactly, good point, yeah.
When he crosses the door, you have a split second to hit that shot. You're not even using an AK. You're not going to get a headshot on him.
Yep, I totally agree. If he'd just been the meat shield, not only does he allow his teammate to potentially get the defuse in the last second, but he actually makes things a lot more problematic and actually has a chance. Difficult round to give away. That's 2 in a row now for the Chiefs. They managed to win a partial by the CZs and a 4-on-2 against them. And now ViCi brings it back from the dead. 2-on-1. They knew exactly where he is. They had no real problem working out what he was going to do. He made a lot of noise for one single flashbang. I'm not sure they had the kit. That might have been the main issue and caused some panic. But the positions were off, and now they find themselves in an eco situation. $2,000 per player. Starting to go horribly wrong here. Joaquin, you think this would be enough of that play. 2 of the kills coming through, and that was the moment. You can see Joaquin that positioned himself, the angle you just discussed. He misses the first shot, allows his teammate to be exposed, and it all falls apart as they take the full eco here. Text up, starting to feel it now. You can see that confidence starting to swell as he faces towards outside. A little bit of damage done towards Kaze. Makes his way along with his teammates towards the secret steps. I love this position.
This is so good. Oh, the problem is he spots him, but he can't really get it.
No problem.
Yeah, it drops down. All right, that works. He would have loved to have just got him from above and not had to move.
Exactly. Well, now at least they're being calm about this. They've got nice 2 clean kills. You've confirmed the eco. You do not have to run around, though. Make sure you're together. Keep that trade potential up. Giving away a rifle against a skilled team like ViCi could be disastrous. Nice teamwork there. That's what we're talking about, the buddy system, as you go into those key choke points there. Guards 8 flushed out as well. He's on borrowed time here. Smoked out. And the Molotov's holding him at bay as well. Bomb will be planted momentarily.
So what a clutch that turns out to be in a 1-on-2.
Oh, yeah.
Because the money goes away, and suddenly it's a 1-round game. Chiefs struggled to find their first round. They got it with pistols to start that off. Suddenly they've got what we used to say on Nuke. The old Nuke was, enough, 12-3. That's doable in some situations. Still not quite the case on this one. You need a few more, but they're early in the half, and they're 1 round behind. That's fantastic. That's a great start. And that cracks this map open pretty early.
Wide open, if you don't mind me saying.
Oh, you can throw in some more description.
Thank you so much.
We'll call you the illustrator. I was kind of authoring that story, and then you just threw some color into it.
Yeah, it's
the illustrations by Henry G.
Cute pictures. 4-3. Chiefs were looking really quite troublesome towards the beginning stages. 4-0 down, but like I said, it's a very seedy-sided affair. Now, stringing 3 together, it's actually starting to look quite good for them. ViCi have a buy here after taking the full eco previously. They do not have the AWP. Well, that should be 5 rifles. Similar
sequence of events. It's not rare you see an overtime sweep, so it's 19-15 in the first map, but Greyhound, you mentioned it, they barely snuck by Heroic. They got battered and bruised in the second map, 16-5, and they're going to their third on overpass. So both Australians playing for their life in the third map.
That is what Greyhound called their best map, but we saw them play MIBR, and that looked pretty weak.
This is going to be a really rough event for Australian fans.
Yeah.
When none of their teams make it to the stage, and then you absolutely smash Chad in front of them as well.
I didn't want to say
It's going to be really tough for the Australian fans.
I wanted to save that as a surprise, but I suppose that's the way it has to go down. This is the way it has to go.
They're going to go 0-4.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Well, let's hope the most humiliating defeat is against Chad. That will be lovely. We've got a few surprises, so keep your eyes peeled. And speaking of which, a nice opening kill off Nuke brings us into a 5-on-4. CT's trying to fall back. You can see presence towards CT spawn. That's a cheeky little spot behind the forklift. With the AUG, it's kind of the perfect weapon to use there. You can see they didn't even spot him there. Texter seems to be aware of it, though. Gets the shot, so he obviously did spot him. Takes a lot of damage, but they get the 5-on-3. They've got Heaven control as well. Advent, last line of defense towards up. He's got the first frag, but that's fine. There's a low HP player going in first. That's a good trade. Orman taken down as well. And that should be round Chiefs. It's going to be 4-4 here. Freeman Great series from him so far, but I don't think he'd do much about this map. Gives his position up as well.
Yeah, that's slightly unfortunate. For his sake, 4-4. Pressure now mounting on ViCi. I do like this iteration of Nuke, and I do wish we'd see more teams really sink their teeth into it, because there's so much you can exploit with position, with good smokes, just to get the CTs moving. And once you get them moving, they get uncomfortable. That's when you win Nuke.
I think a lot of top teams are so frightened by the prospect of Astralis being undefeated on it that it's like, oh, let's just not touch it. But you are right. Like, there's definitely so much more that can be done with this map. We've seen some teams, especially just beneath the top level of Tier 2, like, have fantastic executions, great fakes, and I feel like more can be done with it. I think the top teams are just avoiding it at the plague right now.
It's fine if you avoid it against Astralis, but you could still use it as a strength against other teams to get to finals.
I think the problem is, though, everyone's got their sights on taking down the #1, you know? So they're just like focusing on that, trying to replicate them, and I don't know. That's just me speculating. That's what that sort of seems like to me. We don't see Nuke played as much as I'd like, but it's starting to come back into fashion. We're starting to seeing it some best of ones now as well, especially in the last month or so. I'd like to see it more for sure. But there it is. It's Chiefs tying things up. Fast approach this time. Partial buy from ViCi. 5-7 doing some damage and then some. How has he pulled that one off? Kill through the smoke. Joking will open things up. 5-7 delivering the goods. Can't recover a rifle. That can actually be thrown out the map. Molotov towards the hut, I'd imagine. So he's got to line up for both Heaven and the hut, so you can smoke towards the top of the ladder. Molotov going in as well. Looking pretty successful so far. Joking the player, didn't he? It's find a frag just yet. It's going to be Freeman backing him up though. 5-7 delivers once more, but Blitz answers back quickly. 3-on-3, no guns picked up.
Text is just waiting to see if the response will be at vents. Little does he know, they're all at ramp. Which does mean he could go back up the ladder and make a play for upper, which they'll do now. All three of them working inside of the site. 3 AKs. An AUG and 2 CZs, one of which busts in and finds Texta mid-plant. That delays them further. Good nade from Tux, who not only got the trade back, but adds that fantastic throw onto Kozep, puts the bomb down himself, and it's just Almond to try and work back in. No kit, just to note.
Yeah, not really looking too good, but he's certainly got a chance at spots. Blitz tries to re-peek, but
4 in a row.
Yeah, indeed.
5 in a row. Yeah, wow. Okay, this is getting timeout time.
Timeout time. AWP for Blitz. Ops out on the CT side as well.
How low is his sensitivity? He's doing that in freeze time.
Well, that's. I think I was just thinking about that as well. I assume he's just trying to like get his muscle memory in place with flicks. You know?
Pump. It's like the pre-workout little pump.
Just get that arm warmed up.
He's probably throwing guns around too or something. Could be that, like trying to psych. So let's go. Get the blood flowing.
Oh, it is timeout.
There you go. I was gonna say it is timeout time indeed.
Timeout time brought to you by Sedicist.
Thank you. I paid a lot for that sponsorship, so hopefully it gets me somewhere in life.
Got anything else to plug?
Well,
apart from yourself.
Is that, wait, did you mean that physically or metaphorically?
Oh, you just take from it what you will.
Okay. Why not both?
Exactly. 5 in a row as the timeout comes to an end. Chiefs were actually down 4-0, but now they lead the charge here on the T side. They're looking like they're a decent unit. Tactically, they panic a little bit, but they have got this skill and preparation. They just need to hold their nerve. ViCi, on the other hand, incredibly skilled. Scary to duel. We've seen some fantastic plays on the likes of Joking, Freeman. Allman's had his moments with that AUG as well. Watch out for that. The upper play coming through. It's great. Look at this execution. Flames and flashes everywhere. They create themselves a path as well. Advent just in the corner. They're going to be pre-firing that. No problem at all. That's what I'm talking about, Matt. That sort of execution is just wonderful. Allman finds an access point, but he's only good for 1. So we saw great T-side approaches from Chiefs on Dust 2. Remember those executions they had? It looked really nice. They had great preparation. That's what I wanted to see on Nuke as well. That path towards the bomb site there. You've allowed yourself to go past the CT vent, check that as a team, swing out, check the HUD as well, and have protection by those smokes from AWPers rotating in towards heaven. That's really well played. Flames all over the place, and even if the CTs extinguish the flames, they've actually taken themselves out of the equation. They can't be on the hut anymore, so really good stuff. Chiefs absolutely nailed that round.
Well, they've been nailing this half, it seems. 6 in a row against ViCi. Max loss bonus, obviously, in effect for the Asian squad, but this is not the way they would have wanted.
So good
to lose this map. That is really good.
So they really isolated that player. He can't swing out and watch Squeaky Door and use that headshot angle. He has to just sit in the corner and hope he can take one down with him.
Timeout again, was it? No, it wasn't. We were just looking at replays. That seemed about the right time. Didn't hear I love the music, so that should be my first clue. Henry's talk song. It's your soundtrack.
It is. That's what I've brought to the event this time.
So bounce to Hut for the Molotov. Freeman is ready to go with the AUG yet again, and he walks out after Tux thinks it's clear because 2 players passed by, but they also passed by getting closer, and he was not aware of that, so Freeman falls to ViCi in the end on a trade. Trade that opens up ramp, and ramp opens up lower, and lower, when in possession with a bomb plant, is difficult to retake. So Joking is going to shut it down before they even get the bomb in position. It fell forward in the doors. He could shut those doors and just hold it. Leaves them open, though. Fair enough. There's the shadow of doubt as to where he's gone, but Text has found him on the back stairs. Meanwhile, Kaze's got Blitz. He's going to slow it down. Watch that Molotov, Joking. You're on 19 HP.
He's done a lot of work so far, but still 2 more kills to find. Down he goes.
Advent. The problem is he has to run. He's made noise. Did they not hear him?
No, he snuck out.
He did sneak out. I'm surprised. I thought he had to get out of the line of sight because he was going against AKs and only had a UMP, but still he gets one and backs away. Bomb still dropped. He's only on 45. It's 2-on-1, but they time it. They keep attacking, keep on it, keep the pressure on, and they get back to within 1, 6-5, and it's not the full reset anymore. Keep that also in the back of your mind.
Absolutely. It means we get more gun rounds and allows us to appreciate some more of the strategies instead of desperately trying to claw back into rounds with deagles and armor. 6-5, Chiefs in a great position here. This, if you're not a kind of viewer Counter-Strike too often, you think this seems like a close game. It's actually considered a very CT-sided map. Chiefs are doing a fantastic job right now on their T-side to be in the lead, 6-5. And remember, they lost the pistol as well. They're 4-0 down, so this is quite a statement in terms of their gun rounds. It's a map that really suits them, I think. They've got those executions, that preparation. You get time to really think about what you're doing. You don't necessarily get much aggression with the CTs, kind of discombobulating whatever you're trying to approach with. So I feel like this is looking very good for them. They don't want the pistol. They could be up a massive amount. But for now, towards outside. Texter's in position. His teammates make their way towards the main roof as well. Orman rotating in from secret steps. Blitz watching it. Takes a shot. Doesn't quite connect.
Fantastic patience from Kaze. Gives up a lot of ground outside to stay there, but at least gets one for it. They've got a player already lower ramp. That's Alman who's rotating.
No.
Kaze's got another. They had access to secret. No one's there. They go to CT. Finally, they'll get him down. But look at how much damage is done. I say that, and Texta, he smokes Freeman in return. If Freeman had just held that position or found the kill, one of those 2 options, they were positioned perfectly. Now you're 3-on-3, and look at how much ground the Chiefs have.
Time ticking away, though. 30-second. Blitz is going to be challenging upper first, but of course they're aware of it. He's got to face the angle. He hits the shot. Advent's low. The rifle needs to swing out right now. That's what happened. Joking, though, he's been so good in this upper bomb site. Gets the first, but the response is there. Orman to save the day. 2 versus 1. Bomb not down. Does he dare go up this ladder? You can get there quietly. Blitz won't be aware of it. You have no accuracy on the ladder. It doesn't seem to matter as he wins out in the 2 versus 1. Somehow he gets away with it, and he will be defusing the bomb. I assume he didn't create it there, Matt. It's just cut off.
Because he did take damage.
Okay, he's cool.
As he, I think we would have seen a reaction by now. But he took damage, and I didn't see how much before we cut away. And as he was falling, it looked like he was going to miss the pallet. So I was like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Did he just mess that up? But he's fine.
He's absolutely fine. But the fact is, so for people who are not aware, on that ladder, you actually don't have much accuracy. Obviously, that range is not a huge deal, but it could have fallen apart there. They did such a great job to actually get control of upper. This moment, Orman comes in. in. I feel like ViCi should have got that kill, to be fair. He knows exactly where he is, but Orman will take things back in their favor. 6-6, as they still have enough to buy here on the Chiefs side.
DJ messaged me immediately and said he went from 42 to 25 HP from the fall.
Okay, that's what I thought, because if he's going to be taking out like 10, there's a chance. I didn't want to start saying, oh, he's made it, and then he actually had it.
I knew he was going to take damage. I just didn't know how much he had in reserve. Imagine he had like 24.
We've had that once on Nuke with Sunny, right? That was the only time I can recall someone's created after they've looked like they've won the round, it's over, and he fell off the roof.
Yeah, he jumped.
Yeah.
He didn't need it. Yeah, that's right. He could have walked off, and he jumped and took damage. Joking and Freeman finding 2 each. Tux somehow gets away from them. Ramen finds him immediately, and we get 4 of 5 staying alive, building up a bank again on the ViCi side, getting it around 14. There should be money for both at this point. I'm just doing the math in my head based on the bonus. I think there's enough to buy for no matter which side based on what they're going to get. Because one will be building and one will be slowly fading. So 3 in a row, and yeah, there should be enough. Look, I'm still learning too. Okay.
You did a great break, whatever it was.
All right, listen, you want me to do it?
Yeah, go for
35,
nice.
-3, so you go back to 2,900. That's what one
carry the 2
get
as well.
Right now. Carry the 2, divide by 4, multiply by 6. That's what you get. And then if you look on the other side, they're at a 3rd round bonus. If they lose again, they're going to go from 24 to 29. So both teams are looking at 2,900. They're both going to be able to buy. There you go. There's your breakdown.
Thank you so much, Matthew Trivett. We're getting back into the action now. Chiefs trailing 7-6. They are going to buy with what they can. That $2,900 is going to allow them to get UMPs, Galils, and a few AKs as Freeman and Joking go to town against the upper rush. Great defense this time. They need to get these last 2 rounds, I would say, to really give themselves a fighting chance in the next. But Chiefs battle on. Will we see that upper execution once again? Time will tell.
One team might get 24. It was 6 - 3. I did it wrong. Okay, look, we're all here together. We're all in this together. Don't blame just me. Blame Kozdev with that freaking Deagle, man. Wraps around from red crate, finds 1. Joking follows it, but we still have a battle. Bombs down, but the trades are effective, and ViCi is doing great work inside. He's going to have to do it all, and he won't. Freeman's got him instead. 8-6.
8-6 indeed. Round 15 coming up. Chiefs have got enough to work with there. ViCi once again starting to look stronger as the game develops. Their upper bomb sites under lock and key. Chiefs won't have a ton of cash here to work with. Pistols, maybe an SMG or 2. It's a Galil for ViCi, Deagles and CZ for everyone else. They have got utility. I'd love to see the execution again, Matt. That's what really worked. Let's get that running again with the CZs. It will work, in my opinion. Whether they want to go for it is yet to be seen. They haven't done a lot of the outside execution with smokes. They haven't done a whole lot of that. Maybe it's a little bit stale, but they're going to rush it this time. And it's Orman to try and defend. He can hit absolutely everyone here. Can go for the backstab. He really fancies it, but he's allowing them to go past for now. Spots a couple. That's 2 kills. Surely gets nothing. And now it's a 4-on-4, and they can recover that rifle, but Joking once again looking strong in the vents.
Joking. You can peek this to a low HP player, ViCi, who's got a bomb.
He heard the smoke hit him as well. That was a sound cue to swing out. So lovely play there. Gets himself 4. It's 9-6. ViCi make it a respectable half towards the end. It was looking like it was getting out of control there, Matt.
They lost 6 in a row.
Yeah.
They recover that. That is a recovery. They won 9 in a row broken by 6, if that makes sense. So they could have dominated it. They could have had it. It's still going to be a game. It's going to be a challenge, and it's wide open. We'll take a break. We'll see you in the second half.
Until we're older, we couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. You are mine. Come on and run away. chance, baby. Leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. We're no kids no more. I need to feel alive in this dreadful town. I'm running out of time, and as long as you're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Sleep through the sunrise.
Well, we get back into it, and as we say, it's wide open. It's the last half, potentially. I could see overtime happening after a 9-6 half. But the loser is done at IEM Sydney. One of them a local, and one of them a team that wants to prove themselves before they lose Freeman.
Absolutely so. This is going to be a very important pistol. If Chiefs can get it, they might be able to tie things up and blitz. He wants it bad. He takes down Kaze to open things up. A wonderful one tap there. It's an execution on Kaze. And now 5-on-4. That fast play from him led to nothing. They got to try and bust open towards the upper bomb side, maybe smoking towards main entrance. As the flashbang is lined up, that will be going in first. Text is ready for it. Not ready for that bullet, though. He'll go down, and now it's up to Offnu to defend.
Good shots from above. Offnu finding two. Bomb drops as well. Advent, he knows where he is. He's locked in behind the hut. Does something, and he runs out of ammo. Just enough shots to get him back, but unfortunately ViCi was ready to repeat, and we go 9-7. So Chiefs get the pistol CT side. That means the 6 rounds they got in a row, the turnaround, winning on the pistol to start that as well. The clutch against Joking, it all starts to add up because now they can get their momentum on the favored side.
It's a big pistol to pick up for sure. Now, we did see a force buy from Chiefs on their T side in the second round. And this is, I prefer this approach. I don't think that second round force buy is that tantalizing on T side of Nuke. I prefer AKs in the third because then you can really punish the fact they don't have all the firepower. So, just Glocks here. Not a single dollar invested in round 17. They're going to be looking for any kills. If they can get 1 or 2 kills, that's massive for ViCi, but it's unlikely. Probably better off just grouping up into one area, trying to overwhelm a couple of players, but we'll see which way they finish up here. Holding up for now. And Matt, there's definitely a conversation to be had about wasting utility in these sort of rounds. Bait out all the grenades. A smoke, for example, $300. Incendiary, 600. You can get all those out. That's a knock-on effect going forward.
Offnu. Sitting formerly where you used to be able to walk above squeaky door and around the whole way, but sitting next to the crane.
You should have seen it in Source. You could have 4 players in each corner of the upper bomb site.
Everyone.
It was quite common to have 14-1 first halves in CT.
I used to play right above squeaky door even in CSGO. Because you could watch them enter from HUD. If they walk straight below you, just boom, straight down, done. ViCi with 2. He plays on top of side around Silo. He knows his teammate in Offnu is still trying to push out toward the vents so he can comfortably reload, re-peek, and takes care of business on Joking as well. We're within 1.
Absolutely are. That was the full eco, though. Here come the AKs. Different approaches from these teams. ViCi will call a timeout as well. Their first one. So we'll see what they can do. Remember, they've got no coach with them, so I guess they don't necessarily need too many pauses, not that they can really call anyone in to help. But at this point of the game, we'll work out what can be done here. AK-47s will be brought out. Chiefs had a clean sweep in the previous round, meaning they get all their utility, but as you can see, the FAMASs are out in threes. There's the UMP, 1 AUG. Difficult round up against the AKs here, but we'll see what they got up their sleeve. This is a map both these teams play. Third and final one in our first best of 3 of the day. It's a lower bracket match, meaning one of these teams will go home. Loser of this map, to be specific.
Smoke close. The quick bounce. The other 3, should they be in effect, will come from further back. Joking could take advantage and get towards Secret, but they're not actually going to run that. They're actually going to hold off for now and just let him posture outside, see what he could spot, to see what he could see. They do go for the wall now. I think I spotted one missing, did I not? It seemed pretty obvious, but often he's not in a position to capitalize on it. Seems that Blitz is double kill, in fact, when they ran into him, so both lined up. Freeman gets him back.
Yeah, more than he was worth in that position. 2 kills.
Look at the offset timing on that smoke. It's definitely late.
Let's see what Allman can do. He's holding towards ramp right now. Still a minute on the clock, map, but they've got 1 Molotov, 1 flash. And they don't really have much of the map. They have a bit of outside, but ideally, to really be successful, they need secret or garage. They still need to cross over there. ViCi has the hut. Texter has the squeaky door. Squeaky bum time as he almost misses the kill. And now looking for a second. Does a bit of damage there, and ViCi there to clean things up. So well played by Chiefs. Great stuff from Blitz as well. He's had a hell of a series as he finds 2 opening frags and shuts them right down towards outside. 3K per player. Might have to be the eco for ViCi, or at least a partial buy as they home in a maximum loss bonus.
Nine. It's pressure. It's pressure for sure on ViCi. We know, Chad calls them a dead team, and what he means by that is that this 5 is not a team anymore. They're not dead in terms of gone and done.
Yeah.
The core will be together, so I find it a misleading term. A dead team to me is they are done as an entire unit. They are breaking up completely.
Yeah, I guess it'll be a lack of motivation, losing the star player, starting again, already kind of struggling. It's not.
Yeah, the sentiment is definitely true. I just think it can be misleading in that way because they're still going to be around, just look a little different. But for Chiefs, I mean, in that sense, definitely want to beat ViCi and stay in this because you're a team that wants to prove yourself and you're sticking together as 5. There's more to gain from this.
Of course, on home soil as well. You know, as they rush towards Zappa, ViCi will take care of that, no problem. Gets himself a 3K. Now it looks like this round is under control. Only giving up 1 player there. And it will be double digits first for Chiefs as they edge the lead here on the CT side. That's a great position to be in. Statistically, they're the favourites to win it now on the CT side, but we haven't seen much from ViCi's T side yet. I want to see what kind of tricks they got at their sleeve, how much preparation. We see the same sort of detailed executions we have from Chiefs. Some great plays there. I'm sure the analysts will have a lot to talk about in terms of their upper bomb site plays. Open out for Blitz. 12-12 in terms of kills and deaths for him.
AK still to work with for Joking. He'll swing around. Blitz already has the opener, though. So first gun round, and they've already lost a man. Was that through the wall? That was actually back toward radio, so it might have been an open shot. Offner does get Joking back. Having lost Texta, they maintain the man advantage. Alman wants to work out from Squeaky, but watch the swing from ViCi. Offner can get back down the ladder. ViCi could play to perfection to time anyone that wants to go upstairs, and Offnu's already covered off ramp, and the fact that Advent wanted to swing underneath, so Kaze may not go that direction toward lockers. He could go down below instead, but he's got to work perfectly with Alman, and minimap shows it. It's clear as mud. Well, formerly it was clear as mud, now it's clear as day. There's 2 down there already. Not directly inside the site itself, but close enough that they'll capitalize on the movement.
What have we got left here? 45 seconds, a Molotov, a couple of flashes. Ramp control doesn't do a whole lot in this scenario, but Orman has got towards lower at least. So how do they get this bomb down? Molotov towards Decon. Maybe try and cover the double doors. Kazi might want to try and get in towards the window room. We'll see how they even get close to this one. Bomb to be planted, Ormond to cover the recon, and great shot. Gives him a fighting chance now.
That really does. That is so well done. Fortunately, can't really maintain position and hold back the vents, because if he had been able to, he gives Kaze a chance to just duel the inside of the site. Now they're going to surround him, and they've even backed off from taking the fight at double doors, but Kaze's jumped up above. He's actually got on the catwalk, which means he has the angle, but ViCi spots him.
23 kills with ViCi. Not bad at all, I have to say. 19 rounds played, and he's found himself a boatload of kills. It's going to be 11-9 now. Comfortable finish there from the Chiefs. Got a little bit problematic with that nice play towards Deacon. Bomb got planted, enables him to buy again on the ViCi side, but still looking for a strong round here on the T side. We'll see what they can do. AK's available. We see the AWP come out. Doesn't look like it. It's another one of those maps like Inferno, T side AWPing. Very difficult to have massive amount of impact with it. Opening pick, sure. Mid to late rounds, though, can be a very difficult weapon to operate with.
Blitz. Toking that's already again toward the red crate. No one inside the stairs this time. Obviously, he doesn't know that, so he's still looking, but gives him a chance to actually wrap around should he want to. He is being watched from top of heaven. Or was, I should say, as Texta rotates back in. But Jokin's going to go all the way by this time. Gets down below and free rite of passage. In fact, they've locked the Tux at the box.
They know exactly where he is. He's not getting any kills here. Advent. Oh, they not. Surely he saw the trajectory of it. He saw it come. He watched it be thrown.
It hit him.
That's bizarre. I must have assumed he thought he was on the ramp and
he was
dropped
forward
down.
of the box, yeah, and he ran. I think you checked that all day long. And you put a second player there, at least because they had more resources than that.
They absolutely did. They had full control, at least as they were concerned. At least check it out. It's a very common little ratty spot at the back, but the bomb has been planted. And now Ormond's actually in a great spot to get a couple of kills there. Good for one. 3-on-3 retake, though, but this favors the T's for sure in this sort of scenario.
Fine from Joking on off new. Tux got traded eventually, but yeah, that could have been a little more swift, I think. 3-on-2, and the CT's backing off. Chiefs going to concede. First round for ViCi in the second half. It'll go 11-10. Money enough, certainly for Chiefs. Certainly with the AWP and the AUG carried over, there's 9,400 for Tux. So they've almost got 2 rounds in hand. And on the ViCi side, it's a little more grim, but the round win with 3 staying alive, I say that right now, could change. Oh, that's going to stay in their favor. They'll be able to buy no problem.
10-11. ViCi managing now to look stronger on their T side. Ramp was a little chaotic for them, but they managed to get that bomb down. And the reason I say that gives the T's an advantage is just the new iteration of Nuke. The retakes towards that lower side. If you can get your way down there and have an equal situation in post-plant, it's most of the time, like 70%, I would say, go in favor of the T's. It's so difficult to retake, especially late round. You haven't got your utility. You've got so many angles to check. They can have so many angles on you, and you've got to get through the vents as well. So more often than not, you'll see a lot of teams saving that sort of play. But we're coming to the bookend now with this best of 3. Remember, a loser crashes out of the tournament. Chiefs, I would say, hungry at this point. Obviously, we're in Australia. They're a team that wants to prove themselves. And if you are just joining us, then we'll be losing Freeman on the ViCi side after this event to Tai Lu. That's already been announced. It's his last event with the squad, and he's played a great series. He's played his heart out, Matt. I think we can both agree on that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He is. He's been very impressive. The multi-kill aspect of his game is very, very impressive. Joking is the one they've got to look to now, I think.
Yeah, he's had some crazy moments, I have to say, like flurries of frags when it looks like he's out of it. Living a little bit more assertive here, Chiefs, trying to get themselves in squeaky door. Might not work out for them, certainly not. There's the man himself. Joking takes down Texta. Smoke from Blitz, trying to get out of the vents with the AWP. And he sits on the hut. You don't see this too often. Difficult weapon to use. Does he want to try and get in the hut here? He might want to try and reposition. He'll get boosted up. That's much better. We'll see if ViCi can get him up safely. There we go. Now he can get towards heaven, which is much better suited for the AWP. Flashbang comes in. Here's the commitment from ViCi.
ViCi and ViCi gets one. The Ops not yet in position. It did make it all the way over, but repeat from Blitz finds the kill. He had to jump down because he was still in the corner, but Tux gets the response. And it is just Almond. 1-on-2. I say just. He's got a chance, but they find him in the smoke. Tux with both. 12 for Chiefs. No immediate reset for ViCi. That's the benefit of the new system.
Absolutely true. Chiefs now 12-10. You're right, no resets. There still is a buy there. It's a pretty strong one as well. They get the AKs, smokes, flashbangs, a few Molotovs as well. Blitz back on his AWP. Their money's starting to run a little bit thin now on the CT side, so still up in the air. This is one of the most important rounds. If Chiefs can win this, it could be enough to close out the game. If ViCi get it, they could force Chiefs into a forced buy or a double eco situation. We'll see.
Almond already working the depths of hell and control room stairs. He waits for the cross smoke down. He won't be able to see anyone with it. Doesn't want to take the chance and fire in the all again too soon. Sometimes it's a risk worth taking because they'll get by. And there is now 4 players appearing on your minimap lower that are all orange or yellow. I'm not sure. Take your pick.
I was going to say, like...
It's kind of in between.
Sure.
Right? It's Mustard.
It's fair.
Colonel Mustard is downstairs. There's 4 of them. There's only one CT, Tux. He's on the ramp, and he finds the gap to get the kill. Offnew's got Advent. I was about to say they've got a clean lower sight and a plant available. Now they're hesitating, and look how fast the rotations come in from ramp.
Yeah, still a challenge here for the CTs, but Adam Sendry helps him out. Freeman's just burning alive here. He could have swung at least taken a fight, but this has all gone wrong. 5 versus 1 now for Kaze. I think he's in the shadow position. He's definitely not. He's in window room. Smoke making things a little bit troublesome there, but he'll get 1 frag, but the bomb will be defused, no problem. Chiefs have got the round. Bomb planted, though. It does give them another buy. That's something there, but he will not save the AK-47. You can see what it means to them. Tux with the war cry there. Coach trying to make sure they stay focused at this stage. They are in touching distance of knocking ViCi out of the tournament. They're on the CT side, 13-10 up. But as I mentioned, ViCi with the bomb plant can continue to buy here. There's Tux waiting for them, and that's a little bit sloppy. They thought the Molotov would be enough to protect them, but a great angle from Tux gives them that all-important kill. 5-on-3 on the retake. Successful defuse.
Lineup for Almond.
So he's watching that angle now. As in the CT side, you can jump on the aircon. Very common position, but I guess if you're not doing anything, just hold your crosshair there.
That's a good point. If you're not doing anything, there's always a way to be relevant, even if it's a slim chance.
So he's got himself in a lineup for a flashbang or a Molotov or even a smoke. But it's a flashbang, but he's watching an angle just as you're not doing absolutely nothing, just watching that position.
ViCi inside of the site starts to dance around the spires, finds one already, looks back over, and he's got Advent. 3 on the floor with not much support. ViCi's going to look for a 4th. No, Offnew gets it instead, but still, job done. Bomb down. 14th round might be secure.
I think it might be at this stage. Orman's got no grenades. He has got 90 HP and some time, but the bomb's down towards upper. ViCi with a very strong hold there. You can see he was more than ready for that. Mows him down with the AUG. He's got backup from his teammates now. They've got flashbangs, incendiary. Should be no chance Orman gets anywhere near this bomb plant. He might be able to get a kill or 2, but I don't see a way he wins this round.
Orman still sneaking back in through Squeaky. Oh, player above. Weak, low HP, but somehow get the headshot. Finds that. You get it to a 1-on-2. Might have a chance at it. Instead, Chiefs now find themselves 2 rounds away from surviving this elimination series and potentially, therefore, surviving into the Qudos Bank Arena. It's not quite that easy. They'll still have an uphill battle in doing it. From the ViCi side, it'll be the last we see this 5 together.
There is that upper defense. They tried the execution there. You can see they threw everything, including the kitchen sink at the upper bomb site. The smokes were down, the Molotovs were there. So you see too strong though, and it's 14-10. They're taking a partial buy. But they have been deadly with these pistols before. This Tech 9 has found a few scalps throughout the best of 3. Offnew can sense players around him. They've had these outside smokes down a few times now. Once again, they'll go for it. Off Nuke, only good for one. He somehow sneaks away the second. Wasn't good for it, but he'll take it all day long. Now 4 on 2.
That's a big problem. That should be map point. Quick lineup for the headshot on the AK pistols. Couldn't kill him fast enough, and Blitz gets the bomb down outside. So, what does that mean, Henry? It means that ViCi might be done.
It means ViCi might be done in this round for sure. They now need 5 rounds in a row on their T side of Nuke just to take us to overtime. And if they get to overtime, they stay on the T side now. So it's not looking good. It's looking rough out there.
Well, it's looking beautiful outside in Sydney.
Quite cloudy today, actually.
Listen, man, I was trying to dramatize it up, build up IEM, tell you to buy some tickets, come down to the Qudos Arena.
I'm saying we're saving all the sunshine for the weekend. You know?
Oh, okay.
We're kind of just building it all up.
You got it in a bag?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, I think the sun's fighting through. Either way, it's better than what it looks like where I live right now, with second year in a row record floods destroying houses and cities, tons of rain, borderline freezing weather still. All right, look, I'd rather be here.
Well, ViCi once again pushing towards that upper area. He takes down Ormond. One more round will do it, and ViCi are exiting the tournament here. 5 versus 4. Tux puts it on himself to patrol towards lower. They've been trying this position so many times. Blitz, that's a brave peek. He will be punished for it, but Tux is down there. This is a prime spot for multiple frags.
Yeah, he's got to get multiple here as well because he's the only one down below. There is a rotation in effect now from ramp. That'll give support when they cross over, and he does. He picks up 2. Bomb down as well. Zusi sneaking in the back lines, and Freeman is the last alive. How fitting is that? The one who leaves the team the last alive, and likely this is the last round he plays with ViCi. Is that forever? Undecided, but at least for now, Texta will knock them out. ViCi goes home, Chiefs survive.